4.5 steals per ball game. Waukee into the front court, looks for them to look for that three-point shot. Angie Keel gives off to Michelle Santee. Natalie Stevens, the only senior in the front court. All seniors for the Japettes except for Jackie Butterfield. On the left side, all the Stevens and back around it. Certainly, Tom, a different type of offense than we have seen this year.
You know, it really is, Doug. They play the perimeter at all three positions.
Here comes a layup, though, and there's Natalie Stevens for 2 points, first 2 of the basketball game, and Waukee leading 2-0. Gold uniforms with the purple and white trim for the Warriorettes of Waukee. They played here 3 years ago against Wooded Ralston. Beat the Wildcats at that time to get a trip to the state tournament. Japettes were the state tournament that same year and finished third. Now we have a center line violation on Waukee on Renee Cross as the Warriorettes nearly came up with a steal. And the first minute or so, minute 2 seconds down, it's obvious that the Japette pass is going to have to be crisp. It's going to have to be sharp.
Guard court for Waukee looking very good right now.
Forcing the Japette down near midcourt. High-scoring offense going to have trouble getting a lot of points tonight. Here they missed their first 2 shots as Lautner misses. Ball is loose on the floor. And a nice play in the guard court by Cassie Kraft in the far corner to save it, and then she is tied up. Possession, however, points to Waukee. So it's 2-0. Waukee's hit their only shot. The Japettes have missed both of theirs. Well, they've been fairly inside, fairly easy shots. And Waukee, a ball club, I'm sure, Tom, they held somebody to 28 points recently. You don't want to get too far behind.
No, they're very, very patient, Doug.
With the basketball, that's Santee. She gives out front to Stevens. Santee will put up the jumper off the front of the ring, no good. Loose on the floor. Mad dash for it. Body's on the floor. The ball goes to Robin Olhausen in the front court. Here's Kitty with the layup. It's no good. She is fouled, and the Japettes will get a chance for the first points tonight. Cassie Kraft with the Waukee foul. It's 2-0. We've played 2 minutes here in Jefferson. First of 2 meetings, of course, in Raccoon River Conference play. The last girls' conference game for both these teams right before tournaments is at, I believe the second last conference game is at Waukee in February. Kristi Kinne, good free throw shooter, makes the first one. She averages almost 50 points a game, makes them both. And we are tied at 2. Waukee gets the ball into the front court. That's the basketball. Michelle Santee gives out front to Angie Keel. Michelle on the right side of the lane, back out top to Natalie Stevens. Back to Santee to Stevens. She'll try the 3, and it is no good. Rebound to Butterfield. Waukee shooting 34% of the season from 3-point range. They've tried 224 of those now. With that one, more 3-point tries than 2-point. Here, backdoor by the Japettes, but bad pass, and that results in a foul on Kara Lautner. Bad pass from Olhausen to Lautner, speaking to the basket. Cassie Kraft got in the way, and Lautner fouls Kraft. First Japette foul of the night. We've got a 2-2 score, 2.5 minutes into the game. Remember, the boys' game to follow here on 1310 Country. KDLS and Perry. Santee on the right side will kick it back out to Stevens. Waukee makes 8.5 3-pointers a game. That one no good by Santee, but it is saved by Stevens. Now we have Keel saved it, and Stevens travels. 2-2 tie. Natalie Stevens, the leading scorer for Waukee. Up the floor, we have a travel of Jackie Butterfield. That turns it back to the Warriorettes. Just about 20 points a game for Stevens. Here's a 3-point try that is good for Angie Keel, and it's 5-2 Waukee. Keel, the junior, puts Waukee on top by 3. Here's Lautner with a layup. It is blocked, they say, and then out of bounds off of Cassie Kraft. Cassie Kraft got that block, Tom. She's done it all here.
Well, a great block. She darn near got the ball ricocheted off Lautner.
Goes to the Japettes to the inbounds to Kinne in traffic, puts it up and in. She has all 4 Japette points, and Waukee's lead is 1 at 5-4. Warriorettes back with the basketball, and very much this kind of game, their scoring pace. Here's Santee, turn around her, in and out, no good. Loose ball, Santee kept it alive. Stevens has it, and she is fouled by Laura Myers. Right now, no question, Waukee out hustling the Jeffettes on both ends of the floor. That's the first foul on Myers, second Jeffette team foul, as we approach the halfway point of the first quarter here in Jefferson. Ball inbounded way out behind the three-point line to Natalie Stevens. She gives the keel, now on the right side, Michelle Santee. Back to Stevens. She fakes the three. Comes down on the left baseline and back out. Keel passes to Santee. Very patient Waukee offense. Now Santee will turn, shoot, and score from about 14 feet or so. Michelle Santee has her first two, and it's a 7-4 Waukee lead, and we're halfway through the first period. Keith Vanderbilt getting set for three new guards here. Here's a pass to Kinne inside. She'll put it up, no good, but she's fouled. That is foul number 2 on Cassie Kraft. She has both of Waukee's team fouls, and just from the early looks at it, Kraft has got to stay on the floor for them.
Yeah, she's a fine player guarding Kristi Kinne right now, Doug, and they're not giving up the layups, but you can only do that so long, you're going to be sitting on the bench.
We see the 5'9" freshman Allison Drury in the guard court, along with the 5'9" sophomore Amy Wick. First free throw no good. And the 5'6" senior Marky Allensworth. Three new Jeffette guards in there. Second free throw for Kristi Kinne, in and out and in again. So she got 1 out of 2, and Kristi has all 5 Jeffette points. 2-point Waukee lead with the basketball. They get it into the front court. Keel with it out behind the three-point line to Michelle Santee. Off to Natalie Stevens. Back to Keel. Looking down low, Santee puts up a little jumper and rolls in from the right edge of the lane. Michelle Santee with 4, and Waukee's lead is now 4 at 9-5. A team that you don't want to lose touch with, the way they control the pace, pass it around. Here's a shot taken and missed by Laudner. Rebound Kinne, up and in. Kristi with all 7 Jeffette points, and again it's a 2-point ball game. 3:12 to go first period. Waukee back with it, nearly thrown away. Santee's pass chased down by Stevens, now to Keel. Comes inside the three-point line, back to Santee. Fakes her guard out, makes an easy layup. 3 baskets in a row for Michelle Santee. 11-7 the score. Waukee has led all the way here, except for a 3-2-2 time. Here's Kinne. Drives the left baseline, gets her guard up in the air. No foul called, and then she misses a shot. And the Waukee comes away with the basketball. That was Kelly Nass. So Warriorettes could go up by 6, and they do. Underhanded scoop layup by Natalie Stevens, who has 4. And Waukee Warriorettes looking very sharp here, trying to upend the Jeffettes. Here's a layup. Laudner is good to the left side. No defense there for Waukee. A wide open layup. First points for Tara Laudner. She's the first one other than Kinne to score. Waukee basketball up by 4. Out front to Keel. She'll shoot the 3, top of the key, off the back of the rim, out of bounds. It is Waukee basketball. Amy Wick knocking it out. Harry Paulson and Nels Johnson, the officials tonight. 2 very good state tournament veteran officials. Here comes Stevens. Collision in the lane. Puts up a shot, no whistle. And the rebound off to Marky Allensworth of the Jeffettes. That's Amy Wick. Wick and Drury time getting some unexpected varsity playing time.
Well, I don't think Coach Vanderbilt was real happy. There's a turnover, Doug.
A bad pass again. Jeffette passing, not Chris, and there was Kraft to pick it off.
The finish, Doug, Coach Vanderbilt not happy with the pressure he was getting on the ball. Waukee really plays you out far, and you've got to get pressure. They're going to put up the 3-pointers.
1:39 to go in the first. 4-point lead. Shot put up by Santee, no good. Rebound to Wick. Jeffette has trailed throughout. There's a bad pass, and now we're going to have a foul call, a late whistle, and a foul on Kelly Nass. Nass committed the foul, but it was much earlier than indicated. There was a late whistle there, but officials got the call right. First foul on the sophomore, 13 foul. Jeffette's inbound it in their front court, trailing by 4. They go into Kinne on the near sideline right below us. Kristi around the 3-point line, passes out front to Robin Olhausen. Now back to Kristi, wide open underneath, scores, and now a whistle and a foul, and the basket counts. That's on Renee Cross, her first, the team's 4th. Kinne with 9 and a chance for a 3-point play, and to cut the lead to 1. The 3 starting guards are back in for the Jeffettes: Laura Myers, Jackie Butterfield, and Heidi Lindbergh. First time we've seen Keith Vanderbilt use the platoon guard system.
Well, again, I think he wasn't happy with the whole crew, and it gave him a chance to talk to all of them on the bench right there.
Free throw, Kinne is good. And she's hit 4 of 5 free throws. That's 10 of the Jeff at 12 points. Waukee's lead is cut to 1. They have the ball in the front court. Up top. That's Angie Keel, gets left side. Here's the drive to the basket. Stevens up and in. Nobody cut off the baseline. Natalie Stevens banks it in there. That is 6 for her, and it's 15-12 Waukee. We've got a minute to go. First period. Here's Lautner for the layup. It is good. Nice feed from Olhausen. Tara Lautner with 4. And the lead again for Waukee is 1. 15-14 the score. Keel behind the three-point line gives to Santee. Back to Stevens. From three-point range, she'll pass. Santee and back to Natalie again. Ball tips, but Stevens saves it on the near sideline. Now a reach-in foul on Jackie Butterfield. For Jackie, her first foul, third team foul. 34 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Scoring pace very much to Waukee's liking. 15-14, Warrior Red lead. Stevens behind the three-point line, won't shoot. Inside, there's a travel by Santee. Wanted to go with a crossover step, I think, Tom.
Yeah, just wasn't there. She got her feet kind of tangled, Doug. An easy call by the official.
Jeff Fats with a basket would take their first lead of the night. 15-14, Warriorettes right now. Lindbergh in the backcourt gives to Myers. And now into the front court to Robin Olhausen. I'll see a Class 1A team and look for them to be a strong contender in tournament play. 8 seconds to go in the period. Kinne drives the lane, puts it up, in and out, no good. And Waukee will lead it after 1 quarter of play. Tilly foul with a second to go in midcourt on Heidi Lindbergh. Not a shooting situation. Lindbergh's first, the team's fourth. 15-14, now Waukee has a chance to set up something and maybe throw in a three-pointer. Into Santee, puts up the three, no good, off the glass. Waukee trying to pull the upset on the road. They lead Jefferson Scranton after 1 quarter, 15-14. Now this. Otherwise, the Warriorettes have led throughout. 6 has been their biggest lead. Jeff has played into the second quarter and have a chance to take their first lead. Olhausen between the circles. Passes left side to Lautner behind the three-point line. Dribbles once. Passes up top to Kristi Kinne. Into the game, Steph Pulliam, 5'6" junior guard for Waukee. Underneath, there's Olhausen. We're going to reach in foul on Cassie Kraft. Cassie Kraft gets her third. That's bad news for Waukee. And the 5th team foul. They must have her under. Right now, Kelly Nass is getting a rest. Nass is going to come back in.
Doug, to start this quarter, strategy by Waukee looked to be a smart move. They had moved Renee Cross to guarding Kristi Kinne. Kraft with the 2 fouls guarding Kinne, but now she picks one up guarding Olhausen.
And she'll go out, Cassie Kraft. Here's Kinne in the lane. Gets trapped, gets the ball out to Olhausen. Bobbin off to the right side. Tara Lautner. Lautner passes up top to Kinne. She'll try the three herself. It's short. So the Jeffettes have had 2 chances to take a lead and haven't been able to. Now the ball is thrown away. Turnover. So Lautner wide open. Good. 6 for Lautner. The feed from Kristi Kinne, and the Jeffettes have their first lead of the night, 16-15. Waukee with a basketball back in their front end. It's Stevens, Keel, and Santee. Stevens, nobody guarding her at all. And she lays it in from the left baseline. 4 defense there. 8 points for Natalie Stevens. Waukee has the lead back by 1, 17-16. Jeffett ball.
Doug, that's 3 times Stevens has gone right down the left side baseline.
Nobody even close to her. Here's Olhausen in the lane. She'll stop. Shoot. And no good. Loose ball on the floor, and still loose. Bodies on the floor. No call. Kinne gets away with a travel. No call. Olhausen will shoot, and it's good. Well, Jeff Head's got a couple breaks there. First points for Robin Olhausen tonight. And Jefferson Scranton's lead is 18-17. Waukee back with the basketball. Stevens for 3. Good. Three-pointer. Natalie Stevens, her first 3 of the night. She leads the team in that category as well as scoring, and is one of the state's leaders in three-pointers. And that's 11 for Natalie. The lead is 2. Here's Kinne for the tie. Good. She banks it up and in. Kristi Kinne knots the ball game at 20-20, and that's a dozen for Kristi. Her first points of this quarter. 6 minutes to go in the half. Here's Keel up top. Goes left side to Stevens. She'll try the 3. Left wing. Good. 2 in a row for Natalie Stevens.
There's
now
a foul.
A late foul. This could be a 4-point play. Stevens now with 14 points. She's given her team a 3-point lead, and it could be 4 as Jackie Butterfield gets her second foul.
They're going to give them the ball out of bounds. They called it after the shot.
Pardon me. So it could be a 6-point play if Waukee knocks home another 3. Waukee by 3 and the ball. They were tied just a moment ago. Ball is tipped, saved by Michelle Santee off to Natalie Stevens. Stevens left side to Keel. Angie has a ball batted back at her by Jackie Butterfield, but Santee saves it. Now here comes Keel, left side to Stevens. Open for 3, left corner. It is no good this time. Loose ball, collision. It's out of bounds. It'll be Waukee basketball. Butterfield should have let the ball go, but tried to save it. And I think the JSHS got away with another foul there as Santee got knocked down. So Waukee by 3 on the ball. The teams have traded 1-point leads, so we've got a tie in this period. Here comes Stevens again, just right around the defense. Lindbergh had no chance. They just let her go, and an easy layup for Santee, or for Stevens, who's killing the JSHS right now. 5-point lead for Waukee. Here's a layup by Kristi Kinne, who has 14 points. And the Warriorette lead is 3. 25-22. 10 points in the period, 16 in the game for Stevens. She'll try a 3. It's an air ball, but saved by Michelle Santee. Waukee still has it, leading by 3. 4:44 to go in the half. Inside to go to Stevens, misses from close range, and then commits a foul. Stevens over the back of Laura Myers, who had the rebound. First foul on Natalie, team foul number 6. 3 new JSHS guards again, Allensworth, Wick, and Drury. Again, as Butterfield, Myers, and Lindbergh sit down. That baseline defense, or lack of it, Tom, the big story so far in this game.
Has been the story of the ballgame, Doug. Not the 3-pointers, but the fear of them allowing the Warriorettes to get a lot of layups.
Wander passes into Olhausen. She'll lay it up. It is no good, but she's fouled. That is number 2 on Kelly Nass. 2 free throws coming up for Robin Olhausen. Her first free throws of the night. Robin has 2 points in this period. JSHS trail it by 3 on the season. Olhausen has only tried 7 free throws, but made 5 of them. This one is in and out, no good. He is led except for a couple of brief 1-point JSHS leads. Second free throw, Olhausen is good. 1 out of 2 for Robin. She has 3 points. Waukee lead is 2. They have the ball. Nass in the backcourt as it's slapped away by Olhausen, but saved in the front court of Waukee by Michelle Santee. Back to Angie Keel. Here's Santee on the right edge of the lane. Now to Stevens in the circle. Natalie passes back to Michelle Santee. Underneath to Stevens. Works away inside. Scores. Beautifully done. Santee to Stevens. And that is 12-point quarter now. 18-point game for Natalie Stevens. The lead is 4. Inside to Kristi Kinne, the JSHS counter. She scores 27-25. Waukee leads it and has the basketball. 16 for Kinne. Left side, Stevens behind the 3-point line. Drives baseline, kicks it back out to Santee. 4-3, no good off the rim. Rebound, Stevens scores! She's not very tall, 5'4", Tom, but she hit the boards that time.
Well,
got in good position.
Doug, that's exactly the term I was going to use. Great position.
4-point lead for Waukee. Here's Kinne inside. She'll be fouled on the attempt. No basket, but 2 free throws coming up as Renee Cross cut the arm of Kristi Kinne. And we have a Waukee lead of 4, 29-25, 3:24 to go first half. This scoring pace effect, Tom, really faster than Waukee normally plays.
It is, but I think they're getting a lot better shots than what they perhaps thought they were going to, Doug. You can't pass up those layups.
Free throw no good by Kinne, in and out. She's 4 of 6 from the line, has 16 points. Natalie Stevens has 14 in this quarter and 20 for the game to lead everybody. Second free throw is good by Kristi, give her 17 points, and Waukee has a 3-point lead in the ball. 29-26. Now loose ball on the floor and saved by Nass at midcourt. Now into the front court it goes for Waukee. Santee and now Keel. Back to Michelle Santee. Stevens in the circle. Natalie Stevens, very impressive ball player. Stevens has it back. Comes down the right side. Puts up a one-handed jumper. In and out, no good. 15 feet, and Amy Wick on the rebound. Wick has played in both courts, mainly as a JV player, but with Nicole Wright's injury, it looks like she'll stick in the guard court. Amy has the ball now. With 2:49 to go in the half. Her team down by 3. gets it into the front court. With the basketball, that's Waukee. Feeds Rollhausen, who goes up and gets fouled on the shot attempt. That is the second straight foul by Renee Cross and her third. So Waukee, Tom, 2 guards and 3 fouls, and here comes one of them, Cassie Kraft, back into the ball game. And going out is Steph Boyle.
Well, and you look over at that Waukee bench, Doug, not a lot of depth, just 4 extra players on that bench.
Only brought 10 tonight. Rollhausen to shoot 2. She has 3 points, 1 of 2 from the line, and this one is good. 4 points for Robin, and it's a 2-point game. Warriorettes have led almost the whole way. This one is too strong, no good. Rebound to who? It's loose on the floor. Sliding is Kraft. She's tied up by Olhausen. Jump ball is called, and the possession arrow to Waukee. I thought Naz got fouled as she got the ball first.
And Waukee has not really got any breaks yet this ball game.
They haven't. 2-point Warriorette lead in the ball. With 2:34 to go in the half. Into the front court to Angie Keel. Keel flips it back to Stevens. Now to Angie behind that 3-point line. Michelle Santee with it. Turn, shoots. Cannot hit it. From about 16 feet. The rebound, Marky Allensworth. JSHS to tie with a 2-pointer. Here is Kristi Kinne. Scores it and ties it up. Kinne with 19 points. We are tied for the 3rd time tonight. 29 all. Waukee basketball at the 2:05 mark of the half. For the lead of the Raccoon River Conference, and it's been a tight one as expected. Waukee did have a 6-point lead in the first quarter. Here's a 3 by Santee, no good. Loose ball. It's like a volleyball out there. Still loose, and finally, Amy Wick calls it down for the JSHS.
Doug, Amy Wick's done a great job in the guard court.
She's not afraid to mix it up a little bit. Now in the JSHS front court, Olhausen will shoot and miss. Kinne gets the rebound in the lane, puts it up and misses. And the rebound to Kraft. She'll get it out of there. 2 great shots for the JSHS. Either one would fall, and we're still tied. There's a shuffle of a beat by Stevens, so-called. Santee will turn for 15 and score and put Waukee back on top. Michelle Santee with 8 points. Her first 2 of this period. And the JSHS lost a couple of chances there to take the lead. Now they trail again. Here's Olhausen in trouble. Bad pass. Stripped away by Nat. Saved by Lautner. Back to Kinne. Kristi's in trouble. She gets it out to Lautner. Back to Kristi in the lane. Turnaround jumper is good, and we're tied again. 21 for Kristi Kinne, averaging almost 50 points a game. We're tied again at 31, and we're under a minute to play in the half. Warriorettes back with it. Inside to go to Stevens. She gets fouled by Amy Wick. Underneath the basket was Natalie Stevens. Got a little push from Amy. Wick's first foul. 2 fouls at 6 for the JSHS. And here come Butterfield, Lindbergh, and Myers again for the JSHS guards. Still tied. 46 seconds to go in the half. Bob into Keel. She'll stop, bank it up, miss it. Loose ball on the floor, and Keel will commit a foul. Fouling Heidi Lindbergh. Just swatted it from behind there, Tom. You almost always get one there.
Yeah, sure. Ball was really flat as she shot it up. There got no arc on an inside shot at all, and then made the double mistake of whacking Lindbergh on the back.
First foul on Angie Keel, but the JSHS are in the bonus, and Kristi Kinne will try to give Jefferson Scranton the lead. 2 free throws coming up. This one's good. This gives the JSHS a 32-31 lead. That's their biggest lead tonight. Kinne with 22 points. And 23 is both are good, and the JSHS lead is their biggest at 2. Of course, Waukee can erase that with 1 shot. Waukee in the backcourt to play it in. Kelly Nass, the sophomore. She'll flip it up to Cassie Kraft, who will inbound it. Back into the front court. Loose ball, but it goes into the Waukee front court. That wasn't a very good pass, but Waukee got it back. Here comes Keel in the left wing. Finds a wide open Santee. Michelle can't hit it. Rebound Keel. She scores. We're tied. Angie Keel with 5 points. Knocked this game up at 33. JSHS have the ball. 21 seconds and a half. Kristi Kinne comes down to the left baseline. Flips it back to Robin Olhausen. See if the JSHS play for 1. They won't. Outside shot is good by Olhausen to the left side. 17-footer. She has 6 points all in this period. 2 points JSHS lead. Waukee has time for a 3. Stevens will put it up. It's deflected by Butterfield and out of bounds, and that's the half. Jefferson Scranton undefeated. Rated number 1 in 2A and 6-player basketball with a 21-point quarter.
The top teams are still there, but below that there are a number of changes. Waterloo Columbus.
Righty Lindbergh, and that ties the ballgame. Angie Keel now with 7 points. We're knotted up again. Here come the Jeffettes inside of Kinne. Right underneath the basket. Misses from point-blank range. Rebounds her own miss. Shoots and scores, and the Jeffettes lead it 37-35. That's 25 for Kristi Kinne, about half her game average. Stevens on the right side will shoot from 17. No good. Rebound out to Laura Myers. Jeffettes have it. Any defensive changes from the first half, Tom?
Man-to-man both ways. Doug, I think it's imperative for Waukee to have a chance to keep their starting guard court intact in there.
Kinne takes the three-point shot, comes inside, passes to Olhausen, who's open underneath and scores. Banks it in from the left side of the lane. Kristi Kinne with the nice assist. Robin Olhausen has 8 points. Jeffettes with their biggest lead tonight at 4 points. 39-35. Waukee basketball. There's Santee. Gives off to Keel on the left wing. A 2-point try. That's no good. Way off the glass. Then Keel fell down. There's a travel by Jackie Butterfield, second on her tonight. And that gives it right back to the Warriorettes. So the Jeffettes, Tom, could have been up by 6 or 7, maybe.
Well, they need to open this one up, Doug. You don't want to let a good three-point shooting team stay real close to you.
Waukee with it. Keel comes back to the three-point line, passes out to Stevens. Natalie, 20 points in that first half, her game average. Now Santee with the ball behind the three-point line, gives back to Angie Keel. Here's Stevens with a drive, scores, count it, she's fouled. Boy, I like this Natalie Stevens. 22 points for her, and Waukee will try its first free throw tonight for Laura Myers, her second foul, first team foul on either side. We're at 6:21 to go in the third. Back to a 2-point game, and it could be a 1-pointer. 82% free throw shooter, misses, rebound to Waukee, and they could take the lead with a 3. Here's Keel. Back to Santee, 4-3 in the lead, yeah! Michelle Santee with 11. That's her first three-pointer, and Waukee goes up. Just like that. Tom and I were just talking about that three-point offense. Here's a pass. Lautner has it shoved right back at her by Kraft. Lautner picks it up and puts it in. Tara has 8 points. The Jeffette lead. Boy, how quickly things can change.
Well, when you hit a 3, they get running up in a hurry.
Waukee basketball. Santee back to Keel behind the three-point line. Angie will pass it off. Michelle down low to Natalie Stevens. Loose ball knocked away, and Lindbergh hit it out. It's Warriorette basketball. 41-40, Jeffette lead. They led by 4 just a moment ago. Then Waukee hit them with a quick 5. Here Stevens pulls up, baseline jumper, no good. Butterfield with the ball. Outlets it to Myers and into the front court. Kinne gets behind the defense. Stops, banks it up and in. Waukee defense got caught on that one. 27 for Kinne. Jeffette lead is 3. 43-40 early in the third quarter. Trying to stay undefeated on the year and in the conference. Top rated in 2A. Stevens gets the ball, comes behind the three-point line. Now comes inside, drives to the bucket, misses the shot. Collision between her and Myers, no call. Lindbergh travels with the basketball as she brought it up the floor, and the Warriorettes get it right back. And I guess if you're the opponent, you have to shudder, Tom, to give this offense another chance to set up for that 3.
Yeah, Jeffettes with a chance to open this up. They turned it over, Doug. It could have been a 6-point lead. Then they had a 1-point deficit before they got the ball back to their forward court. You can't turn it over to this team.
Waukee with it. Turnaround jumper. Santee, no good off the back of the rim. Nobody there to rebound except Laura Myers of Jefferson Scranton. Myers fires it into the bleachers. Another turnover. That pass intended for Tara Lautner. That's like a quarterback with no receiver open, just throws it into the crowd. 43-40 Jeffettes. Waukee with another crack at it. They've started off cold shooting here. Inside, Keel will be fouled on the shot attempt. That's 2 in a row on Laura Myers and 3 in the game for her. Here comes the second wave of guards for Jefferson Scranton. 2 Jeffette team fouls in the quarter, both on Myers. Here come Allensworth, Drury, and Amy Wenck. Lindbergh, Butterfield, and Myers go out.
Doug, Waukee's found a little gold mine here. They're posting up down on the left baseline, then rolling over to the right. They've been over the lob over the top for a lot of good shot opportunities here.
Angie Keel to shoot 2. She's her 4th free throw shooter at 42% and splits the net on that one. So we have a 2-point ball game. This one is good. 1 point.
Something about people shooting free throws in this gym, isn't there, Doug?
I guess. St. Edmund boys at a very poor percentage free throw wise, and they shot great here tonight. Loose ball on the floor. Jeffettes come up with it. Wick in the backcourt, in trouble, gets it into the front court. That lead is just 1. 43-42. 4:14 to go in the third. 17th ranked in 1A, Waukee, and top rated in 2A, Jefferson Strand. The Jeffettes certainly have all they want here tonight. Here comes Kinne. Broke the defense and gets the basket, and now a foul call, and that's going to be number 4 on Renee Cross. The basket went in. Boy, that was, did Cross slide in after the whole thing was over?
That's what the official signaled, Doug.
Kinne laid it up from the left side of the baseline, and then the collision took place. This could be a 3-point play, and it is. Kinne 8 of 10 to the line, and that gives her 30 points, 7 in this period. The Jeffette lead equals their biggest at 4, 46-42.
Doug, better pressure this time by the Jeffette forwards here.
Ball was knocked out of bounds the first time. Now Kelly Nass plays it in to Renee Cross, who's in here with 4 fouls. In the front court for Waukee. Here comes the drive by Angie Keel. Misses the layup from the left side. Drury had the rebound, lost it. Now a jump is going to be called. It's Jeffette ball on the alternate possession. Santee and Wick on the tie-up. Allison Drury, not accustomed to varsity play, and she's been a little jittery hanging on to that ball, and you can't blame her. She played JV here in her 9th grade year and gets called in one of the biggest Jeffette games so far this year to play a key role. Now Lautner with the ball for the Jeffettes, up by 4, looking for their biggest lead. Kinne starts the drive, gets cut off, passes it, it's tipped away by Cassie Kraft, and Kraft commits a foul, her 4th, on Tara Lautner. Tipped that ball up in the air just fine, Tom, but trying to get it that second time.
Yeah, Paul Bullock kind of leans back, and he just can't believe it.
He's got 2 guards on the floor with 4 fouls each. Team fouls even at 2 in this half. Here's Lautner, dumps it down low to Olhausen. Kinne, 1-on-1. She'll be fouled prior to the shot, and that is on Kelly Nass. That's 3 on Nass, and now the fouls are mounting up for Waukee. 3:18 to go in the third here in Jefferson. Jeffettes by 4. All played in from Lautner to Olhausen on the right baseline. Dumping it down low to Kinne. Turn around, shoots, and gets fouled, and guess what? All 3 Waukee guards have 4 fouls as Nass picks up 2 in a row, and Kinne goes to the line.
And Waukee just committed 3 fouls in 17 seconds, Doug.
That's a little high, a little rapid pace.
Well, you don't want to go at that rate very long.
3:11 to go in the third quarter. Kinne's free throw, no good. She was 8 of 10 to the line before that miss. On the season, Kristi Kinne, 74% from the free throw line. Is 30 points. Missed them both. Missed that one rather badly. And Waukee gets it back. So the lead is only 4 for Jefferson Strand. Warriorettes have had some things go wrong for him, and yet here's a 3-pointer by Keel. They're only down by 1. Angie Keel had 5 points in the first half. She has 7 already in this quarter. And it's back to a 1-point game. 46-45. Jeffettes with it. Lautner in the lane, gives off to Kinne. She'll shoot from 17. It's no good, and Waukee gets the ball. They could take the lead. Kraft with a rebound. Up the floor and goes. Waukee will drive with Keel. It's no good. She's fouled by Marcy Allensworth. That's her first, and if Angie Keel hits 2 free throws, Waukee is ahead after being down by 4. The Jeffettes had the ball just a moment ago.
Doug, and the threat of that 3 has opened up the drive. Jeffettes unable to defend against that right now.
2 for 2 from the line for Angie Keel, and this one rolls off, no good. So Angie will try to tie it here. Biggest Waukee lead with 6 in the second quarter, late in the first quarter. We are tied as the second free throw is good. 13 points for Keel, 8 in this quarter. Tied at 46. Jeffettes in the backcourt. Not a very experienced ball handling crew in there. Allensworth gets it into Lautner in the front court. Waukee in foul trouble. Now Lautner, low, beautiful pass. Lautner, Olhausen, and she blew a wide open layup. Waukee gets it back in a tie game. They scored the last 4. trying to add to it. Here's a three-point try. Keel, in and out, no good. Rebound to Weck. Boy, I thought Angie had that one down. To Kinne. Kinne in the lane. Pulls up. 10-foot jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. Shoots and scores. 32 for Kristi Kinne, and the JSHS lead it again by 2. 48-46 and 1:51 to go in the third. Left side, Michelle Santee with it for Waukee. Back out to Angie Keel. Santee will turn from 15. She'll shoot and score and tie it up again. Santee with 5 in this period, 13 in the ball game. Knotted up at 48. Down low, Kinne has it. Right side of the lane. She'll shoot and score. The JSHS lead it again. 34 for Kristi Kinne. 50-48. We've got a ball game now.
Going to be a dandy. Waukee just never blinks, Doug.
They don't. Very unemotional, very businesslike, very under control. Left side Keel from 3. Now comes in on the baseline. Passes it back to Santee. She'll shoot the 3. It's in and out. No good. Loose ball. Waukee has it. Stevens saves it. She'll come into the lane. Shoot and get fouled on the shot attempt. No basket, but a foul on the freshman Allison Drury. Her first. Team fouls even at 4. And with 1:01 to go in the third, the JSHS will bring in the starting 3 guards, Butterfield, Lindbergh, and Myers. And Natalie Stevens, the best Waukee free throw shooter, who's 0 for 1 tonight, will shoot a couple. High arching shot here, rolls around and goes in. So it's a 1-point game. That's 23 points for Natalie Stevens. She's trying to tie it up here. This one rolls in too, but she had a nice shooter's touch on both of those. We are tied, and that's 24 points for Natalie. 50-50 the score. JSHS with the ball. Kinne has it in the front court on the right wing. Gives to Lautner. In the lane, she'll shoot it. In and out. No good. Rebound, Kinne up and in. Kristi Kinne with 13 in the period, 36 in the ball game, and again, a 2-point JSHS lead. Under a minute to go in the third. 52-50. Waukee's ball. Santee dumps it down low for Stevens. Ball knocked away by Myers and out of bounds. Waukee will try it again. Santee passed up an open 15-footer.
Yeah, she's probably looking for the 3, Doug.
Here's the inbound to Stevens behind the 3-point line. Natalie comes inside of that line. Loses the handle, gets the ball back. Now she'll be fouled. Oh no, a double dribble on Stevens. I thought Lindbergh reached in for a little hack.
So did Paul Bullock.
A double dribble, and the JSHS get it back, leading by 2. 25 seconds to go here in the third. Myers in the backcourt, picks up the dribble, goes to Jackie Butterfield. Butterfield, still with it, and throws it to Myers. Loose ball, Myers lost it, and stolen nicely by Kraft. Now a jump ball at midcourt, and on the alternating possession arrow, Waukee gets it back with 7 seconds to go. So the Warriorettes could take the lead here with a 3-pointer right before the gun. They play it in. Stevens to the left wing. Gives to Keel. Keel for 2-footer. About the stats, Tom.
Doug, the only thing helping the JSHS in this ball game is their dominant free throw line and their great shooting percentage, shooting 60%. Waukee can't hit a lick, just 20-47. Have turned the ball over just 4 times, and they're right in this game.
Kinne with the basketball. Top of the circle for Jefferson Scranton. His biggest lead's been 4. Waukee led by 6 in the first half. Dump it down low to Kinne. She's double-teamed, and we'll have a hack called on Cassie Kraft, who thought she got all basketball. That is 5 fouls on Kraft. And she's going to stay in there. Boy, Waukee in deep foul.
Well, they're going to pour her out here, Doug, if they can't keep her out very long.
Heather Hosty, 5'8" sophomore at the scorer's table. Here's Olhausen down to Kinne. Off-balance jumper, spins in. Oh, it's spun on the rim and went in. 38 for Kristi Kinne, averaging just under 50 a game. JSHS equal their biggest lead at 4. 54-50 early in the fourth. Waukee can hit you in a hurry. Here's Stevens behind the 3-point line. At the big first half, Keel kind of took over there in that in the third quarter. Santee from 3-point range will pass back to Angie Keel on the left side now. Now back out to Natalie. Stevens holds the ball in the circle, pulls up for a 2-pointer. It's in and out, no good. Rebound to Lindbergh. JSHS could take their biggest lead. Into the front court, Kinne on the right baseline. Will stop. Pass it back out to Lautner. Back to Kristi, and the pass is knocked away by Cassie Kraft. Kraft, one of the fine guards I've seen this year. Really a good one. She does have 5 fouls. And she'll have to come out of there, and the sophomore Heather Hossey is in her place.
Doug Waukee, we mentioned shooting percentage, just 5 of 15 in this half.
Inbound pass goes into Kinne. She'll put up a jumper, and it's fouled in the act of shooting, and that is 5 fouls on Kelly Nass. 2 Waukee guards with 5, and that time there was no question about the foul on that one. 2 shots for Kristi Kinne coming up. 8 of 12 from the line, has missed her last 2 free throw attempts. Missed her last 3 free throw attempts. That one is short. 4-point Jeff-Ed lead. That's been their biggest. Free throw Kinne, no good. Jeff-Ed can't get a bigger lead than 4. And Waukee basketball. Nass for the rebound. Well, here come the Warriorettes, down by just 4. They can score in a hurry with that 3-pointer. Here is Keel behind the 3-point line. We've got 6:35 to go in the game. Jeff-Ed's by 4. Open for 2 is Stevens. She cannot hit it, though. Rebound to Lindbergh. Down to Kinne. She's all alone. Will put it up for the left hand and score. And gets fouled at the last second. Coming in there was Hossey, the sophomore, who committed a foul. She got that in with the left hand.
Well, just the strength of Kristi Kinne. I think she was going to shoot it left-handed anyway, Doug, but she got grabbed and still able to muscle it up.
40 now for Kinne. Biggest Jeff-Ed lead at 6. Here comes the free throw. It is good. 7-point Jeff-Ed lead, and that is their biggest. And Kinne now 9 of 15 from the free throw line. A near steal, loose ball on the floor in the backcourt. We've got players hurt into the Jeff-Ed bench. Kristi Kinne, and for Waukee, I believe it's Renee Cross.
Fortunate one that banged her head as she went on the floor on that steel leg on that chair.
Ouch. Waukee will inbound the basketball in front of the Jeff-Ed bench in their guard court. That's played in, and Kraft gets it into the front court. Keel to Stevens. Back to Angie Keel. Behind the 3-point line. We've got 6 minutes to go. Jeff-Ed with their biggest lead is 7 points, 57-50, trying to stay undefeated. Take over the conference lead by themselves. Waukee's had some bad breaks here on the road. They still have time to pull it out. Here's Michelle Santee in the circle. Won't shoot and gives to Stevens. Passed up a pretty good shot there.
Well, they look a little disorganized right now. We said how calm, cool, and collected. Here they've got the shot they want.
Here's Stevens inside. Can't hit it. Loose ball, and Lindbergh gets it for the Jeff-Ed. Stevens has gone cold this half.
Doug, she hit her first shot of this half and missed 6 straight.
In the front court for the Jeff-Eds, leading by 7 and 5:28 to go in the game, and a travel on Tara Lautner. Started to go left, went right, looked for Kinne to cut, and shuffled the feet.
Good defense helped cause that as well.
Kraft will play it into the backcourt to Heather Hossey. Back to Cassie Kraft, double team, and she finds Hossey in the backcourt. Now into the front court it goes. Still a 7-point game. Neither team has scored since the injury at the 6:14 mark. Keel gives to Santee. Back to Angie behind the 3-point line. Now Michelle will shoot for 3. It is no good. Rebound, though, to Stevens for the Warriorettes. She'll come inside and hit the bottom of the bracket with it. And the rebound to Heidi Lindbergh. Boy, Stevens just can't hit one.
She's just gone stone cold.
She's had good shots here lately. 7-point lead in the ball. We're less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Here's Kinne inside. Little bank shot. No good. Rebounds are on miss. Up and in. And that is 43 for Kinne and a 9-point Jeff-Ed lead now. Their biggest, 59-50. Still time. Waukee's going to have to warm up, though. No question about that. Here's Keel inside the circle. Is back to Stevens. Now to Angie Keel outside the 3-point line. Gives to Stevens. Natalie will not shoot. We'll give it off to Angie Keel. Now Michelle Santee with it. Passing the ball around. Stevens with it. Gives back to Santee. Down by 9, and we are close to the 4-minute mark.
Put the ball up, Doug. They all look very hesitant right now.
They just need to shoot. Here's Keel inside, shooting, missing. Ball tipped around in the air, still loose, and Keel saves it. Stevens kept it alive for the Warriorettes. Now Stevens will shoot the 3. No good again, but a foul on Laura Myers. Fouled her on that 3-point attempt. We saw a foul earlier in the game on a 3-pointer that was good. This 3-pointer, no good, and apparently comes after the shot. No free throws. Myers gets her 4th foul, 15th foul on the Jeff-Eds. Waukee's committed 6. 3:49 to go in the game. Waukee has the ball down by 9. Here's Keel. Starts to drive and gets cut off by Lindbergh. Flips it back out to Santee with it, back to Keel. Stevens on the left sideline. Starts the drive, comes inside and gets fouled. And that's on Myers, and that's 5 on Laura. Here come the second wave of guards. Marcy Allensworth, Allison Drury, and Amy Weck. Lundberg, Myers, and Butterfield sit down with 3:30 to play. That scoreless streak for Waukee over 3 minutes now, Tom.
Well, and they haven't hit a field goal, Doug, in forever. Have missed 12 consecutive field goals now.
Shot is put up for the line, and it rolls in. It's good. That's the first point of this period for Waukee. They had not scored in the quarter before that. Second one off the front of the rim, no good. Kept alive, though, by Keel. And it is 59-51. Waukee gets the ball back. Here comes Stevens. Scoops it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good, but it's fouled by Allison Drury. For Drury, her second foul. Stevens goes back to the line to shoot 2. She has 25 points and is 3 of 5 from the line. Don't you just love this little gal, the way she hustles, and the whole team really for Waukee. A bunch of fighters out there.
Well, they are a bunch of fighters, and again, they have not panicked. They're doing everything they can to stay in this game, trying to fight off this really rough spot they're going through.
And they are very much in the game. That free throw is good. It's 59-52. Second free throw is good, 59-53. So a 9-point deficit cut down now to 6. Still 3:15 to go in the game. 27 points for Stevens. Kinne leading the Jeffettes with 43. Left side the pass to Lauder. Down low to Kinne. She'll come into the lane. In front of the basket, shoot and score. 45 for Kristi Kinne. The lead is back to 8. 61-53. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. There's still time.
It's got to be 3 time here soon, Doug.
A drive by Stevens. She's fouled on the attempt. Will go back to the line. Amy Wick with the personal, her second. Both teams in the bonus now, the rest of the way with 2:51 to go in the game. But another great way to get in the game is have that clock stopped while you're shooting free throws.
Absolutely. Keith Vanderbilt wants a timeout right here, Doug, and he doesn't seem to be able to. There he's got it called.
We've had very few timeouts in this game. 61-53 Jeffettes. Waukee at the free throw line when we come back after this.
KDLS Sports Boosters includes Jack.
At the line, she's 5 of 7 free throw shooting. 27 points. Will shoot 2. This one is good. He just cut back to 7. 61-54. Waukee hasn't had a field goal in about 6 minutes. Second one is good, nothing but net on those two. And that is 29 for Stevens, and the lead is down to 6. 2:45 to go in the game. And this lead's been 9. Lautner on the left wing with a basketball. She'll drive the baseline, lay it up, and good. Tara Lautner with 10 points now. And the Jeffettes lead it 63-55. 8-point lead. 2.5 minutes to play. Waukee without a field goal for what seems like forever, I'm sure, for them. Here's Keel in the lane. Gives back to Stevens from 3-point range. She'll come inside the lane. Give to Santee. She'll try the 3, and this one is good. 3-pointer Santee, and 16 for her. That ends a long drought for Waukee without any field goals. It's a 5-point game and a near steal.
Oh, and Kinne just got away with a terrible foul, Doug.
That was a nice play there by Heather Hossey to knock it away. Jeffettes still have it. Here comes Olhausen. Underneath, hits the bottom of the glass with a shot. Now we're going to have a tie-up. A tie between Cross and Olhausen, and possession to Waukee. Guard changes for the Jeffettes. Allensworth, Wick, and Drury are out with 1:54 to go in the game. Butterfield, Lindbergh, and Myers are in. And it is not over yet. Lots of time to go here. Waukee was down by 9. Now they're back within 5 and have the ball. Maybe they're starting to warm up. Here's Stevens on the drive. No, good. Missed the lamp and then commits the foul. Myers did the rebound. Oh, Natalie. Well, nobody feels worse about it than she does.
Well, she feels terrible. Coach Bullock telling her to lay the ball up. I'm sure he didn't like the way that shot went up, kind of an underhand scoop, but we've seen her make those earlier in this ball game.
Second foul on Natalie Stevens. 5-point Jeffett lead with 1:46 to play. Kinne to shoot 2. Been cold lately from the line. This one bounces off the back of the bracket and then goes in the air and goes in. Kristi 10 of 16 from the line. Has 46 points. Second one is good. 47 points, Kristi Kinne. Jeffett lead is 7. Got a whistle, a 5-second call, Doug. Oh, against Waukee. That gives it back to the Jeffett. Renee Cross couldn't get it in. 7-point lead. Olhausen going to shoot. It spins and spins and spins out, and then Olhausen commits the foul. A silly mistake, in my opinion. The Jeffettes had no reason to shoot the ball, as I see it. But if they're coached that way, that's another matter. So Waukee goes to the free throw line with a clock stop, 1:40 to play. For Olhausen, her first foul, and Natalie Stevens will go to the line where she's hit 7 of 9, 8 of 10. And that's why you don't shoot when you don't have to. Second free throw. Stevens good again.
That's why Natalie would like to have that blown layup back again, too, Doug.
9 for 11 from the line, has 7 points in this period, all from the line, and 31 for the game. Jeffettes throw it long down court to Kinne, leading by 5. 60 by 60. Now Jefferson Scranton does not need to shoot the ball. Now they do pull it out a little bit now.
Well, I think it's a good move. They've got to look backdoor. There's a steal almost, Doug.
Near steal for Kraft. Saved by Myers in the Jeffette guard court. 1:13 and counting to go in the game. Kinne out near midcourt. Gives to Lautner. Lautner with a basketball. 1:05 to play and a 5-point lead. Kinne between the circles with it. Kristi passing to Tara Lautner. We're under a minute to go. Jeffettes by 5.
Waukee needs to put the Jeffettes in line here, Doug.
Well, each second that ticks off is 1 second closer to the loss for the Warriorettes. They are not fouling. I don't understand it. Now there's a foul. A reach in. Heather Hossey picking up her second foul. We're going to see Steph Pulliam, 5'6" junior guard, in for Waukee, probably to foul.
Boy, it's hard to believe that one's not intentional, isn't it?
Well, just reached out and grabbed the ball, and nobody was in the lane at the time. We're going to see Renee Cross leave the lineup. 47 seconds ago. A lot of valuable time ran off that clock. And here's Tara Lautner to shoot 2. Her first free throw tonight is good. The lead is 6, so now it takes 2 3-pointers to tie you.
This becomes a very big free throw right here, just because of what you said. 2 3-pointers would not even tie the ball game then, Doug.
Now we're going to see Pulliam come out and Cross right back in the guard court for Waukee. 6-point Jeffette lead here at home. Second one is good. 7-point Jeffette lead. 67-60 as Lautner hits them both. She has a dozen. Time running out on the Warriorettes. They're still in the backcourt with it. 42, 41. And now into the front court. Keel to Stevens. 37 seconds ago. Keel for 3. It is off the rim, no good. Rebound Stevens, and she'll be fouled before the shot. Jackie Butterfield commits her third foul. 32 seconds of play. Pulliam back in the Waukee guard court. And Allensworth is going to come back in the Jeffette guard court. First Jeffette guard court substitution tonight, Tom, that's not been 3 players at a time as Laura Myers goes out.
Yeah, I think Allensworth's done a nice job handling the ball. That's what she's in there for right now, Doug.
And Hossey comes out of the Waukee guard court. Here's the free throw that's good by Stevens. Boy, is she in the rhythm now. It's a 67-61 ball game. Second free throw coming up for Stevens, but first a timeout. With 32 seconds to go, we return to Jefferson in 1 minute. She hit her first one, then Waukee called the timeout. They trail by 6 with 32 seconds to go. This one is good. Natalie now at 11 of 13 from the free throw line. And we've got a travel on Butterfield, her third of the night. Keith Vanderwelt furious. The lead is down to 5, and we have 30 seconds to go. Waukee can still pull this one out. Here comes Stevens, the layup. Good! Stevens lays it in, her first field goal since early in the half. 3-point game. Clock down to 15, 14, 13, and a foul is going to be called. It's a 3-point game. The foul is on Steph Pulliam. Doug called for that purpose.
If this score holds up, or this lead holds up for the Jeffettes, Waukee has looked no further than their shooting percentage in this last 8-10 minutes. They've hit 2 of 17 shots here and down the stretch.
Robin Olhausen to shoot 2. 13 seconds to play. She's 2 of 4 from the line and has 8 points. Free throw is no good. So, if the Jeffettes miss this, Waukee rebounds it. They'll tie the game with a 3-pointer. This is huge, this free throw. Olhausen puts it up and no good. Kinne fouled. Kristi Kinne commits the foul. And that puts Waukee at the line, and it is still not over. First foul on Kinne. Waukee at the line. 3-point game. Exciting finish right after this.
KDLS Sports Boosters includes trunk cutting.
13 seconds to play. They were down by 9 at 59-50. Boy, they come back. Free throw is good. That is 36 for Stevens. Now let's see if she misses this second one on purpose. And they try to get the ball back. Here it is, and it is no good. Rebound to Kitty. They put Kitty in the guard court. Down to 10 seconds to go. Lindbergh with it. Back to Kitty. She is fouled with 7 seconds to go. And a 2-point Jeff-Et lead. Stevens did not miss that second one intentionally.
Oh, she went ahead and shot it, and good move by Keith Vanderbilt, putting Kristi Kinne, his best player, in there. Jeff-Et's going to pull out right now, Doug, out of that forward court. Keith's going to get a timeout right here.
It'll be Tara Lochner shooting the free throws. The freshman, Chris Kernan, was in that front court for a moment. Now let's see if they switch Kinne back to the front. 2 of 2 tonight from the line and 12 points. With a 3-point lead, it's good. So it'll take a 3-pointer to tie it now. That's 13 for Lochner. 3-point Jeff-Et lead. This one could win it. And it is good. 69-65. 4-point ball game. Here comes Waukee down to 3, 2, 1, and the game's over.